Hey everybody, you are tuned in to Just Iyuana, the show where we inspire people to grow, not just in age, but mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially. Today we got a hot one for you, baby. So tune in. You won't regret you did it. All right. Just Iyuana. Today we have none other than an author, a father, a minister, a husband, a man who wears many hats in the kingdom of God, none other than Michael Campbell.
Hello.
Man, here with us today on Just Iyuana. We are so thankful to have you here today.
I am glad to be here.
Awesome.
Honored to be here.
Awesome. He is the author of From the Pipe to the Pew. Wow. This topic alone speaks volumes,
Yes.
because when you're talking about from the pipe, that means, in an addiction, in a deep dark place,
Yes.
where many people don't make it out of.
They don't.
So he says, from that pipe
Hey, to the people.
to the pew. Wow. Wow. And so we really just want to, just open up the discussion with what was that point where you like, I've been on this too long, I've done this too long, I've been in this addiction too long. What was that breaking point where you said, I'm done? There's a higher purpose for my life.
Yes.
What was that point?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I had been in and out of prison, jail, so many times. This particular time I was in there, and I called my wife, telling her once again that I love her and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I had heard this many times before. She told me, she said, if you really loved me, you wouldn't do me this way.
Yes.
And it was like really God speaking through her also.
Wow.
It was like God saying, if you love me,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do me this way.
Yeah.
You would keep my commandments.
Yeah.
And I sat back and I pondered that. I mean, I had heard it many times before.
Yeah.
But this time, it's like a light went on.
Mm-hmm.
And I began to think about it, because love is more than just words.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can say it all day.
Right.
But to express that love, it has to be some action.
Yeah.
And all of my actions over these couple of decades of addiction
Yeah.
proved that I wasn't showing any love.
Right.
That I didn't love her.
Right.
So it just, right being at that point, I said, I need to change my life.
Wow.
I need to stop this.
Yeah.
Not only, just like I was saying, it was a duality. It was God and her.
Yes.
Because, she had been with me through so much.
Yes.
And it was kind of an example of what God was. It was God's love being shared and brought through her heart. Yeah, through her.
Yes.
And it just really opened my eyes.
Wow.
And to see God's mercy and His love over the years.
Yes.
Even through her. Because for her to be there with me over the years, exactly,
Yes.
over the things that I had done,
Wow.
man, it just came down on me,
Wow.
and I made a decision then.
That's a blessing. That is really a blessing. To have a loving spouse that, look beyond, I know that addiction hurt her, but she was strong enough. God gave her the strength enough to stay. And I know at times she was like, I can't do it anymore. But it is a blessing to have, somebody in your, not even just in your corner, but just believes God enough for you. She saw greater in you. And it does take that when you are in addictions, when you're dealing with strongholds such as this. And did it start off as the pipe, or did it start off as marijuana?
It started off with marijuana.
Oh, it started off as marijuana.
I was about 16.
Wow.
First time I hit my joint, I was about 16 years old.
Yeah.
And then it just slowly progressed.
Yeah.
Up until around, when I was in college, I experimented with a little acid, speed,
Wow.
and then I'm gonna tell you what happened. I left college and I moved to Houston,
Okay.
and God was calling me.
Yeah.
He was calling me, and I resisted
Wow.
to the point where I would sit in the pew and just literally cry,
Wow.
refusing to go forward. Refusing. Now he wasn't just, it wasn't like a call to the ministry. It was just
Right.
a call to come out
From
and
the
see
darkness to the light.
Exactly.
And many of you are experiencing that. You know you're at a place, a deep, dark place where God is calling you from that place, and there's a resistance there. I dealt with it. Where you run because you're comfortable, and it's a stronghold. That thing is like, I don't know if you've ever seen New Jack City when Pookie was like, it just keeps calling me.
Yes,
it just keeps calling me. This thing, I know it's not good for me, but it just feels so good to me.
Yes.
And you already know where that high gonna take you. So being there to start off with marijuana, that gets old. Like anything that you start off with, it gets old, and then you want a higher high. Wow, wow.
And then it left, by resisting this call, it left a void.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying women, I'm trying alcohol, partying, all these things to try to feel that void, and it just didn't work.
Wow.
And then I hit that pipe.
Wow.
And that's where it all stopped.
Wow.
I didn't search no more. I couldn't search no more. It had me.
It was like the max.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that was it.
Took you to the peak.
Yes, that was my kryptonite, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It rendered me powerless.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't a functional addict.
Okay.
I was a dysfunctional addict.
Wow.
I could be doing great things, job and everything, and take a hit, and all of that's gone.
Like with the irresponsibility side of it. Like I would be paying bills, and then all of a sudden you're blowing the check.
So,
Wow. I mean, and there's nothing new under the sun. Many people deal with this situation. When you say dysfunctional, many people are responsible at one point, and it doesn't have to necessarily be drugs.
Right.
Any type of addiction, gambling. But in your case, we're talking about from the pipe to the pew, and so that whole. How long would you say that whole time span was from the age of 16 to?
It had to be close to around at least 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And coming out of that, that there's nothing that you could do on your own because of the history.
Exactly.
And it's almost like when you're in an addiction, it's like you married that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, it was sex. I had a sexual addiction. And it was like, you married it.
Right.
And it takes the power of God, His delivering power. You can't do that stuff on your own.
Now, I went through behavior modification, rehab, mental institution. I mean, all of these different things to try to come out. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I just gave myself over to Christ.
Wow.
And once I did that, a peace.
Yes.
And a fulfillment.
Yes.
Came about.
Yes,
I didn't have nothing.
Yes.
I had lost everything.
Come on.
But I was all right. I felt all right.
You were free.
First time, yes.
You were free.
Yes.
Because whom the Son sets free is free indeed. I don't care how you get, because those highs just want a high. And when that high goes down, and when it comes down, your problem's still there, your issues are still there. Even worse.
Yes.
Even worse. Yes. Wow. That is really something. So what made you turn to drugs? I know you said you started with marijuana at the age of 16. Was there a friend that introduced you to it, or a dope dealer? Were you selling drugs first and then just started smoking? How did that?
It was basically, that was just what everybody was doing in my crowd.
Yeah.
So we sitting around school one day, over at the store, and you want to hit this?
Wow.
and wanted to be a part. See, I was the type of guy that was like this. It used to be a commercial back in the day, a live cereal commercial. Give me the Mikey, he'll try anything.
Wow.
Well,
you were Mikey.
I was Mikey.
And literally your name is Michael.
Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it was nothing I was afraid of. You know, I would try anything and do anything, and then they hand me a joint, I smoked it, and from that point on, it was off to the races.
Wow.
So,
and so, did your addiction cause you to have to do jail time? Well, you said you were in jail, but how was that experience?
Oh, now I'm gonna tell you, it was really a lifesaver.
Okay.
It's really a lifesaver. Because all the time God was trying to speak to me, but I was so caught up in my addiction.
Wow.
I was so caught up in the things that I couldn't hear.
Yes.
And
wow.
It would come a time that, you know, he would just sit me down.
Yes.
You know, and the way he set me down is through my actions led me to jail.
Wow.
Or to prison.
Wow.
And I knew enough to, the same thing that went on in the streets goes on in the jail.
Gotcha. So I heard.
And so all the time, even when I was in the street, I wanted to break free of what I was in. So when I was put in jail, I didn't have any desire to get involved in it.
Okay.
So I took the time to spend with God.
Wow.
You know, a lot of times the prisoners or the inmates in there talking about, oh, you know, this jailhouse religion, you wait till you come to jail. Well, that might be the only time that you get to spend with God at that time.
Right.
So I took the time and then God ministered to me.
Yeah.
And that was strengthening me. But I would always get out and go back.
Yeah.
I stay strong for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I would go back. But the jail experience, I really got a intimate relationship with God.
Yes.
Because it took away a lot of the so-called religion type thing or the church. See, when you come to church, when I used to go to church, people used to dress up and look nice. Nobody had any problems.
Yeah.
Or if you had problems, they would kind of look down on you. You know. In prison, everybody knows that we're in there for something.
Right.
So I can't say I'm better than you.
Wasn't no big eyes or little U's
exactly.
in there. Yeah.
We dress the same. You know what I'm saying? We all have the same uniform.
And this too, and I'm glad you said that. This is what I want the viewers to know, that when you are dealing with a situation in life, he said he was behind bars, so it was like, you know, everybody understood that there's no big eyes or little U's. But you need to understand that in life as well. Don't look at the person that has the degree or the title or the position, and don't consider yourself as the underdog. Because a lot of times when people consider themselves as the underdog, it sets off stuff like that, especially when you already have abandonment issues, fatherless issues, and all kind of stuff like that. And this conversation is getting good, but we're gonna go to a quick break. At this time, listen, don't forget, from the Pipe to the Pew, we're gonna take a quick break. Thank you for tuning in.